When I was just 12 years old, my parents decided to move the family from the great city of Houston, Texas, to the small town of Dumas, Texas. Needless to say, at the age of 12, I was less than thrilled. As most people know, being a teen, or in this case a tween, is hard enough without the pressures of moving and starting the 6th grade in a new place. I had no idea small towns had such different cliques, or that by moving in from out of town you were automatically an outcast, but that was the case for me. I'll be the first to admit, at the age of 12, I wasn't very fashion conscious. I didn't have the coolest clothes, i.e. Abercrombie & Fitch, or the cool new hip shoes. In Houston, you didn't need all that because nobody cared. At that time, the cool shoe that everybody had to have were Doc Martens, so I begged and pleaded for my parents to get me this cool new hip shoe, and for Christmas, they did. At the age of 12, I was, as Martin Lindstrom calls, brandwashed. Lindstrom's book, Brandwashed, is a fascinating look at the tricks and tactics advertisers use to manipulate us into buying things we don't necessarily need, but have to have. Lindstrom goes through several ways companies market their products to consumers, but I will only touch on a few. Lindstrom's first trick marketers use is marketing to consumers even when they are in the womb. That may seem crazy, but I actually believe it's true. In an online article about the next generation of American consumer, author Brian Breaker states that by getting their logos and iconic characters in front of babies, even those with still blurry eyesight, they hope to establish brand name preference before he or she has even uttered a word. I have to say I do agree with this. My parents dressed me in the Texas A&M logo before I could even speak. To that same effect, I am even listening to the same music that my parents played for me when I was barely able to walk. Lindstrom states that the music they hear leaves a powerful, lasting impression that can actually shape their adult taste. In fact, to this day, I still enjoy listening to My Sharona by The Knack and any Metallica song. These memories you make as a kid stick with you well into your adult years. In fact, I like that A&M brand so much, I received my degree there. And who knew sex sells? Well, advertisers do, and they use it to sell products. Even car companies use sex to sell automobiles. I've been watching the FIFA World Cup over the last month, and Kia has been heavily marketing to men by using beautiful women to sell cars. With this commercial, Kia has done an awesome job by finding a target audience, which in this case is American males. This is a great idea because, let's be honest, most American men aren't going to go buy a Kia, but if Adriana Lima is advertising it, they might consider it. Even Axe can make deodorant and body wash sexy, and not only that, but they can make it sell. According to an online article by Jason Pfeiffer, Axe, which is owned by Unilever, is a $2.5 billion global brand with relentless growth. Retail sales rose 13.6% from 2010 to 2011. Its success is largely the result of sophisticated cutting-edge marketing machine that constantly monitors youth cultural subtle shifts as to stay hot on the hormone trail. What teenage male wouldn't want to spray some Axe on their body and be swarmed by girls? Of course, just spraying Axe on yourself doesn't mean girls are going to come flock to you, but as Lindstrom points out, our most deeply seated sexual fantasies and desires can be some of the most powerful persuaders there are. This book is a fascinating look into the many ways marketers manipulate you into buying certain items. There are many more tactics used, such as Facebook and other social media outlets, nostalgia tactics, and even fear. In today's world, we are addicted to social media, and in some cases our iPhones and Blackberries. It makes it real easy in the world of social media and technology for marketers to advertise their products. And on top of that, for most companies, Facebook and other social media is free publicity. Consider these statistics found on blog.kissmetrics.com. Facebook is the largest social network in the world with 500 million active users, and 50% log in on a daily basis. Imagine 250 million people logging into Facebook and another 55 million users updating their status about everything from what they ate for lunch to what new shoes they just bought. I ask you, is there any other way for a product to get free publicity? I honestly can't think of one. Lindstrom has hit the nail on the head with this book. Lindstrom gives great insights into the marketing world. And after reading this book, I feel like I have a better understanding of how marketers use certain tactics to manipulate consumers into buying things they don't want. They want, but don't actually need. Marketers have learned the trade secrets of how to get customers to show them the money.